What's up, everyone? I'm Samuel. I'm my co-host Stank and Poppy Latte, and you're watching The Loose Cannons, brought to you by Sauce and Wings, keeping the Tampa Bay area sauced up with the best wings, loaded mac, and vegan/vegetarian-friendly options. Sauce and Wings, stay saucy. Also brought to you by our friends over at For the Bay Clothing. They're Tampa-based. They're Tampa proud. All sports merch for everything Bucs, Bolts, Rays. Check them out, forthebayclothingco.com. They make amazing stuff. Really cool, unique designs. And they have some new stuff that just dropped last week and some stuff that's coming this coming week. Make sure you use the code 4TBLOOSE and get 10% off your order. Guys, it's a live show, so you know the number. It's on the screen. It's 312-626-6799. Enter the code 9955-20-4740. You're in our waiting room. Latte, Stanker, we are 6-1. We just crushed the fuck out of the Bears. Best fucking start in franchise history. But before I go there, you guys know I'm a very humble person, right? I don't like to puff out my chest. I don't like to brag. I'm not one of those guys.
Some might say you're the best at being humble.
It's just not in my nature to brag. And in this particular case, I said that, I don't like to say these four words in unison, but I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Most specifically, Stanker. Most specifically, Stanker. I told you so.
Pump the fucking brakes. Pump the fucking brakes, because you weren't alone out on that limb, sir. Paige and fucking Stank tried to convince us that this wouldn't be a blowout, and me and you were on that limb firmly saying this was going to be a fucking ass kicking. You guys saw me fiddling on my microphone. I'm fiddling on my microphone because my microphone's kind of giving me little dick energy. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, but
it's not girthy enough.
Stanker was with the little dick energy. You guys remember on the fucking Lost podcast with Paige, I kept saying this is not a little dick energy podcast. No. He was just bringing the little dick, and now he wants to come on here and celebrate with us. I think he should put his ass in jail, bro.
Are we doing it again? What? Are we doing it again?
Jail.
Is it time?
I can't even say anything.
No,
I can't even say anything.
No, you are not. You do not have the right to have a fucking defense. Fuck that shit. You are not innocent until proving it. The people saw it. They saw it on the show.
They saw it.
You came in with the little dick energy, bro. Put his ass in jail.
Listen,
so Samra, how was said game? I was out of town.
I'm abused.
Listen. The game, phenomenal. I mean, we're getting used to this at this point, right? Phenomenal. Absolutely crushed it. What did I tell you guys about Vita Vea being on the Jim Rome show? The Jungle Karma, it's fucking real. He had a fumble recovery. He had a sack. He was a force to be reckoned with. Shut the hell up down in the jail cell, sir. All right? And on top of that, what did I tell you about Tom Brady? All right, Tom Brady had 4 touchdown passes in the first half. And you know what? We know Tom Brady. Good. I know how accurate Tom Brady is. He fucking threw those balls at all those receivers' feet on purpose in the second half. He was determined not to throw over 4 touchdown passes. He made it a point. I don't care what you say, Stanker. You were there. He doesn't miss those guys ever.
Yeah,
he was missing them on purpose.
He didn't look great to me. Like I tweeted out, it was like it was the worst 21-0 game I'd ever seen at the time. I was so frustrated with the execution. And honestly, our coach after the game, he agreed with me. He was pissed off. He said we left 20 points out there, and I agreed with him, man. It just wasn't a good performance overall. I like, scores being what it was. D. Delaney just showed up and rocked the house. Cockrell was out there fucking throwing his. There were so many plays where we were focusing on Cockrell because how can you not? Fucking
stop with this. Stop with this bullshit. No, there isn't. No, we lift points on it. That's just what coaches say to keep their bored players motivated, right, Latte?
Engaged. They keep them engaged.
Yeah,
That's
mean, come on.
By the way, can we start a petition? Can we just make Richard Sherman permanent DB coach? Or at least an assistant on the staff? Because I don't know what the fuck that happened yet. What was that?
By the way, DK just went house call on the Saints.
Did
Saints?
Fucking love it.
Continue.
Okay,
I will be giving updates throughout the show.
It.
I like it.
Let's go, DK. Fuck the Saints.
Biggest
I don't even want to talk
takeaway.
about the Bears anymore.
No, we have to. We have to. We have our friend. We have our friend Anthony Becht. Anthony Becht's gonna call in at some point. We'll talk about the Bears with him for a little bit. But biggest thing I took away from it. Biggest thing I took away from it is the fact that our defense held an NFL team. I don't care about their shortcomings as an offense. We held them to 3 points. That's a big fucking deal, especially with those injuries. And we're probably going to get some of these guys back for the Saints game. I mean, I'm fucking Stank, you were there. You saw growth from these guys. They were fucking playing ball. They were confident. They knew it was coming. It was fucking refreshing to see. And that shit's going to carry through, man, because you need those guys to know how to play when you need them later on. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Hey, how about fucking Ant-Man misses a game, comes back, first snap or first series, whatever the fuck it was.
First throw.
Fumble.
First throw.
What the fuck was, insane.
Listen,
out, guys.
He channeled the clap on that play, by the way. Stanker was there. He captured it on video.
Stank is kidding.
He didn't just channel the clap. The clap. Listen, everybody who's in the chat room right now, I don't know, we got 400 people. I don't know how. The clap is real, dude. Okay. First of all, you can look around. Bears fans were covering their ears. Children were crying. And I saw that rookie quarterback out there. He was frazzled. He looked up into the stands for a second. He wasn't looking at his coaches for he looked up in the stands like, what the fuck is that?
You know what it was like? It was like when Cam Newton heard the cannons for the first time. He's like, what the fuck was that?
Pretty much.
You hear the clap like, what the fuck?
2 straight plays. One was an incompletion. One was a sack fumble. I mean, and once I took the clap out, everyone, the Bears fans around us were like, "Oh no, not!" And then it would just lead to a mistake. It was unbelievable.
He forgot to stop clapping. Suck up, missed the kick. That's how fucking
powerful it is.
Powerful that shit is.
So I will take credit for that.
The pressure. What did I tell you guys about the pressure? He just Bowles
versus rookie quarterbacks. Come on, bro.
Dick on the table brought the pressure. Fields dropped his eyes. It was game over.
Lots of you weren't in the house, but literally they had a Todd Bowles intro.
What?
Yes. They're at the stadium. They had Todd. He was talking about the game and his Todd sultry voice and get his little evil laugh at the end. It was they came to play.
Yeah,
Suture. Listen,
got 4 sacks.
Suture might be like a guest host sometimes here, Sammer, because he just continuously puts his dick on the table.
How big is Suture's dick, though? Can we talk about that for a second?
That's a big $20 dick, bro. He just puts it on the table. Unlike Stank.
Does he call his dick the Suture? Because that's what I would call it.
Of course he calls it the Suture. Look, hey, 14-1 in the last 15 games. PTSD is dead, Stank. No, it's not. Greg, he'll be crying. He'll be finding some sort of way. Guys, these are the games that we find a way to lose.
Why am I so yellow?
Come back and bite us in the ass.
Smilegate.
Oh my God, Smilegate.
Smilegate says, "Why haven't y'all cut that white guy yet? Jail ain't good enough for him."
Where? I don't see that. Who? Where's Smilegate?
That's so good. That is so good.
Hey, Brent Allen in the house. What's up, Brent?
Oh my God.
Show, bro.
Speaking of white guys, what's up, Brent?
Not funny. It's not funny. You're orange, bro. You're jaundiced.
What the fuck is going on? Why am I so damn yellow?
It doesn't matter. Guys, listen. At the end of tonight's Monday Night Football matchup,
oh, there we go.
It is officially fuck the Saints week. It is weed at. It's already begun on Twitter. The fuckery has been all day off of one
t-shirt.
One t-shirt tweet, making fun of a Popeyes font, and these fuckers lost it. They went
off on you, bro.
By the way, have you talked to Shaq? Because we know Stank's not a closer. Did you talk to Shaq getting him that shirt? Because he said on the podcast he's wearing that shirt.
Well, I'll take it to his house.
We're going to have to organize it. We're going to have to get the white guy to go in there and deliver it. That's the only thing. Listen, Latte, you're skilled in delivering on time. You know what it takes. You know how to get a package from point A to point B, and you do it well. So I might have to lean on you. Of course, you and I mostly do the heavy lifting around here.
Get me the shirt, and I'll get him to Army. It's done. It's a done deal, bro.
Well,
and I know you. Even if it's running late, you'll drive to the freaking tarmac. You'll get it to him somehow.
Latte's he delivers packages for a living. Hey, the guy knows his way around.
You fumble packages. Do you remember? Do you remember the baby? The crying baby incident?
You dropped the baby. Listen, the thing is, it's not so much about knowing logistics, Sam. It's not so much about, my experience and the fact that I'm a closer. It's the fact that I'm willing to do whatever it takes, man. Listen, if I missed the tarmac, if I missed the plane on the tarmac, I'm just going to buy a fucking plane ticket. Stank's gonna find excuses. I find the yes. I'm not gonna call you guys and be like, listen, the plane left. I'm just gonna be like, give me a fucking plane ticket, one way to fucking New Orleans. I gotta make the shit work.
And Latte, I better see you on the news. UPS truck drives down tarmac in an attempt to catch air, and you'll be on the top. You got that bitch on auto drive somehow with some strings and a brick on the gas pedal, and you're holding the package, and you're like, Shaq, just open the window.
Hey, everybody just envision Keanu Reeves in Speed.
I want you under that fucking jet, trying to get in through that fucking cargo area entrance, just driving up. Backward style, like screech it, fucking pull it back, Fast and Furious style, back into that motherfucker and just start throwing shirts out of the back, and then fucking slam the brakes, and then they lift off. It'd be fucking perfect. And I know that when you call me to tell me that you delivered it, I'll know what happened because I'll be watching it on the news.
Oh no,
I'm pretty sure that our quarterback was wearing the We Dat shirt. I looked it. I saw the top. I saw the top of the red letters, the original We Dat shirt. I'm pretty sure he wore that in his little victory video.
Since the Saints are on, in honor of the Saints, do we want to play a game? Let's take a shot every time Jameis does a fumble or interception or something.
All right, Jameis with a deep ball.
Oh, with a deep ball.
Deep ball. Oh, it's not even close to a human.
Nowhere near the double coverage.
Damn.
What was that?
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
How do you guys feel about Seattle winning or losing tonight? I feel like I want Seattle to lose because I want to really rip their hearts out. I really want them to come in happy. I want the Saints fans to be upbeat because it makes me feel better inside when we have broken their hearts while they're smiling. That's what I want.
What do you mean, Sammer? You can't break their hearts. They don't think about us, right? They don't care about us.
Apparently,
right? They're constantly tweeting us.
There are some smart Saints fans out there. I saw Emma retweet us a smart, and I've seen a couple too that were like, "Listen, guys, you can't keep up with these fucking offenses." Yeah, I'm just being real.
Some of them got brains.
As smart as the Bears fans, because didn't see a single one who was like, "We're gonna whoop y'all's ass." Like every one of them was like, "God, we are gonna get annihilated."
I saw some Bear fans at the airport when I was got to TPA this morning. They all looked depressed. All of them.
There was a shit ton of them in our stadium.
They live here,
all y'all fucking Bucs fans who sell their tickets to just anybody.
It's just it's a fucking shame. Let's take some calls.
Do you know what it is with the Saints fans, man? So, those of us who have kids, we kind of understand it. We've probably grown up with cousins, younger cousins, nephews, nieces, all of that. Any child that you're around, they grow up, and during that
Fourth down Saints.
Sorry. Okay. During that, they believe in Santa. They believe in the Easter Bunny, the, Tooth Fairy. And these things are figments of their imagination. They don't exist, right? But at some point, you have to sit them down and tell them, hey, listen, the Tooth Fairy is not real. The Easter Bunny is not real. Santa Claus is not real. Whatever age that is. Well, the Easter Bunny in this scenario is the NFC South Championship trophy that they've kind of thought. They've believed in this figment of their imagination. And this weekend, the Bucs finally sit them down and tell them, hey, the NFC Championship trophy, it's not a real thing. You believe in something absolutely not real. But
where is this story going?
I have to sit you down and
it's like when fucking Billy Madison's talking about the fucking puppy. You know what I mean? Jesus, get to the point.
That was the point.
You're such a hater.
I can't help you. The fact that you have Saints-like brain cell numbers
puppy
that you can't follow along.
Way. I want to talk. Hey, I want to talk about the puppy who lost his way.
I was there with you, Sammer. I was following you. I followed it. I totally understood what you're saying. Yeah. This freaking dummy over here. Listen, you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa! You almost dropped it. You almost dropped a slur. It was about to come out.
Very close. Very close. You guys know. You know what I want to talk about?
Tom in Michigan.
Let's move on from the Bears. The Bears. Like me and Sammer knew. Big dick energy. I knew this was gonna happen. I wasn't even worried. I told you so.
Sue said Sammer stop.
I really wasn't worried. But listen, you know what I was talking about?
Sue.
Tom in Michigan's been waiting.
Real quick. No, I have to get this out. Sue, your boy is out there killing it on the field on game day. That's all I gotta say.
A great dancer.
Incredible. And he looks amazing. He looks amazing.
I'm gonna bring up the picture here shortly. But hey, guys. I want to talk about something, just briefly, right? Because the Bears is the Bears. The Saints are playing right now. Fuck the Saints.
Chicago Bears.
We're really going to lay into the Saints tomorrow. But I want to address one thing because Good Morning Football said something this morning. Our good buddy, Zach, addressed it. And my tweet went crazy yesterday, somewhere around the second quarter when I was like, It's official. We broke the Chiefs.
We did break
and
the
Good
Chiefs.
Morning Football's over here talking about the Titans broke. Excuse me, Good Morning Football. What? I believe they're 3-4 since facing the Bucs in the Super Bowl, where they got their fucking asses beat the fuck down. The Titans. What? The Titans? I believe it was the Bucs that broke the Chiefs.
Definitely.
Wow. What the fuck is going on? They're panicking. They're pushing Patrick Mahomes like they did last year through the concussion protocol, like it didn't even happen when it did happen because they're fucking desperate. They need to win a game.
Russ Week says, where are the victory shades? Russ, listen, we may have been a little presumptuous, but we put them on during the game.
This doesn't count as a victory shades. Like we knew. Like
we were wearing them during the game.
I had mine on to start Fan Friday. I mean, what? Come on. Listen, the reason they said the Titans broke the Chiefs, it's kind of like the LeBron fatigue thing going on. It's Buccaneer fatigue. They can't just talk about the Bucs every single day. They got to get other people to tune in. So I understand it. But listen, more importantly,
LeBron not playing defense. What's up with that, bro?
That's pretty normal. Listen, and I'm a Laker fan. So listen, more importantly, Tom in Michigan. Tom in Michigan's been on hold since this show went on, right? So everybody out there, if you don't know who Tom in Michigan is, you're about to meet a fucking legend on this show. In a very short amount of time, he's become a legend. So I'm going to open up.
Whoa, Lattimore's out here pushing referees and shit. What the fuck was that? I hate these fucking.
Is he going to get suspended? Is he going to get suspended for a game? Oh, darn.
They're so fucking dirty. It's bullshit. Bring Tom in to calm me down, please.
God. All right. Tom in Michigan.
Tom's going to bust.
The floor is yours, man.
Tom. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up because Stank likes to run his mouth during your rant. But I gotta put one thing in here. Can you please emasculate Stank for having little dick energy last week? That's it. That's all I got. Go ahead.
Oh man. Do I have to do that, or can he do it by himself?
He does a pretty good job. You're right, Tom.
He does a pretty good job himself.
Good evening, peeps. Hey, first off, I know this is a little late, but I'd just like to say congratulations to Urban Meyer for last week. Way to grind one out, man. Way to go.
Good point.
Casey, dude, are you broken or what, man? I mean, Andy Reid needs to get on that Uber Eats thing and get some Happy Meals for these guys. This is brutal, man. But
it doesn't look well.
God forbid. Yeah, God forbid, man. Hey, well, let's talk about Chicago. You know, every year the NFL has their fan of the year. Anything short of a dumpster fire for this fan base? Oh, oof. Oh, my God. And Justin Fields, you call the game slow in the preseason? Yeah, how fast was it for you yesterday, my brother? Hey, and, you know, this football that, you know, Mike Evans tossed in the, you know, the crowd for the 600 and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Everyone's saying, I would have want this, I would have want that. Hey, I'm a simple man. I would only want two things. First off, a Las Vegas weekend like that Wolf in Wall Street thing, and to punch Sean Payton in the face. Now let's get the Saints week, babe. Hey, let's get the Saints week. Let the Twitter hate flow, my family. Let it flow. Hey, Drew Brees, hey, on Sunday night, was that Hill running a slant route? I couldn't tell, man. And virgins out there, I know there's a lot of guys that's pretty ugly and kind of doubt yourself. You're not good with the women. But, hey, do yourself a favor, get a flight to New Orleans, buy $10 of beads. By the end of the night, you'll be pulling more ass than Ron Jeremy. Hey, I'm not saying Louisiana girls are easy, but New Jersey girls at least ask for your name before. And good night, everyone.
Good night, Tom.
Tom is so good at this. It's not even fair to everybody else. He's so good at it. Oh, man.
Buy some beads and you're good to go. At least New Jersey girls ask your name. Damn. Way to grind one out there, Urban.
That was fucking good, man. It was classic.
Well, hey,
always good.
You know, Tom brought it up. What would you guys have asked for? You know, I made it clear. I just want, you know, I don't want a lot. I want a vial of Brady's blood just because I feel like it's more valuable than the ball. And, you know, a couple massages, dinner with him and just
oh my God.
What do you guys want?
What DK Metcalf is doing to fucking Lattimore is just criminal.
They're both going at it. It looks like Mike Evans and Lattimore together.
It does.
What would I ask for? You know, I would ask for 2 season tickets for life, no matter what. Anytime the Bucs are in the Super Bowl, I expect 2 tickets, no matter what. All right? And, I mean, Let me go spend a weekend on the yacht with Tom.
Just Tom? Just you and Tom.
Just me and Tom, one-on-one bonding. Really get to know him for the man he is. And I think I'd be happy with that.
Listen, but Tom has expectations and needs that need to be met. Are you willing to do that for that whole week?
I would bring the harem with. The harem comes with me like a cell phone or a wallet. It's kind of expected. I thought you understood that.
I don't know. I'll tell you. What are you demanding?
Options.
What you're gonna look Brady in his stupid, cold, perfect face and his stupid, cold, perfect chin? What are you gonna demand from that man?
So this was pretty simple for me, right? Because it leads to so many other things. Number one, there's others, but number one, I have to be your barber for the rest of your life. That's it. I'm your barber, because the barber thing leads to so many other opportunities.
I like that. I like that a lot.
You develop a relationship. Your barber's like your counselor. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden he's on the show. We're going to birthday parties. He's coming over to watch, the NBA finals. We're golfing together. Let me be your barber, bro. Let me be your barber. We're good. I'm gonna put you in the game. I don't need pettiness. Like, I'm not gonna get you right, Tom. Just let me be your barber. That's it. Just switch up. Let me be your barber. And I kind of like what the kid chose, to be honest with you. He said on the NFL Network. People were fucking clowning him. A round of golf, I learned that from Jake, man. You close more deals on a fucking round of golf than you do anywhere else on planet Earth. And you have a fucking phenomenal time.
He didn't get that.
A round of golf with Tom Brady, that's different. That's just different.
They didn't give him it.
No. He requested it today on NFL Network. So they were like, they're watching. So we'll see. Tom's pretty cool. He might.
They announced what he was going to get.
They announced.
He got $1,000 gift card.
No, he got $1,000 to the team store. He got 2 season ticket passes for next year and the year after that. He got two signed Tom Brady jerseys, a signed Tom Brady helmet, a signed Mike Evans jersey, and signed Mike Evans cleats, which is what he requested. So I feel like that's kind of fair.
That's
I feel like that's a lot.
Insane.
Honestly, there's no choice but to give it back. And I get kind of like, getting something in return. I think they would have taken care of him anyway. But this whole, notion of don't give it back. You could make $600,000, yada, yada. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody accidentally gave you something. Be a nice fucking person. That shit will come back.
Yeah, I didn't want to morally. I mean, people can think whatever they want to think. Like, you guys are full of shit. I couldn't see myself being like, fuck you. Ha. It just, like he said in his interview, he was lucky as fuck that he even got it. That he got a ball, period. Like, there's 70,000 people in that fucking stadium. The fact that you got it's like, you got lucky.
The Bucs are good.
Man,
they're a good organization.
I'm a nice guy. Just a vial of your blood, dude. We don't have to get an argument over it. You know what I mean?
They're a good organization. They would have given him something as a nice gesture. And Tom obviously he understands that there's things more bigger than football. He would have done something himself too. It wouldn't matter. Just like yesterday, the child who was there with the poster with Tom got me through cancer treatment.
If you're a parent and you had a fucking dry eye, you have no emotions. I was fucking crying like a bitch.
Dude. That was hard to see that, man.
Dude,
but Tom gets that shit. Tom gets it. And Leonard Fournette tried to throw a football to a girl a couple of games ago, and it was intercepted by another fan, and they wouldn't give it back to her. So they find him on Instagram. I think they get a hold of him. He comes in yesterday after the game, and he hands her a jersey that he signs. I mean,
no, he gave her the jersey off his back. The game.
That's what I mean. He signed his jersey and gave it to her. That's dude, these guys get it, man.
All bullshit aside, all joking aside, I had a little ugly cry in the car this morning because Good Morning Football was talking about the moment with him and the kid with the brain cancer. My daughter had cancer, so and that right there is just, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to.
He didn't. Yeah.
Good dude.
Let's get a little vinegar in here. King Cook. Let's talk about this. King Cook said, Sammer, you were there. Zank, you were there. I was in Nashville just recording a single for my son. No big deal.
No big deal,
dude. Got called, a 10-year-old. No big deal. Got a call, said we're going to fly you out to Nashville. You're going to record your first single, and we're going to shoot a music video. No big deal. This wasn't funded by me. They called him. But I wasn't there. You guys were there. Somebody just asked, Brian Cook said, did Khalil Mack play yesterday? I'm just wondering if 78, did he play? 78, I know 78 played. Did Khalil play?
Apparently he played, and Stink and I don't remember seeing him there. I don't remember him.
I was telling Sammer, how the new jersey rule thing? I thought that somebody switched numbers, like there was a running back out there at 52 on. I didn't see Khalil Mack out there though.
He had, apparently at the end of the day, he had 1 total tackle. 1. No pressures, no quarterback hurries, no sacks.
You
And
know what the best part
wasn't
of this
just
is?
Wirfs. He couldn't get past Donovan Smith. And then Donovan Smith, on the way after the game, going into the locker room, tells everyone some guy named I don't even know who this fucking
number
player,
99.
number 99. Says, tell everyone number 99 is now my son. And on Twitter, someone's like, who is it? Who even is number 99? And he responded with, exactly, who?
Exactly. Listen, I think Ryan Jensen's rubbing off on the boys, bro, because Wirfs was like, yes, I am looking forward to this game. This game means something to me. Like they were talking some shit. Mm-hmm. I like it. I fucking like it. Down goes Jameis. Anyways,
down goes Jameis. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good show right here so far.
Phenomenal. But somebody said it in the chat, and maybe we're biased, guys, because we're always looking from the outside in with other teams, like the Chiefs and the previous teams that have gone on runs. Like, this team is so fucking awesome. Like, the collective group of men and young men on this team, and how they're affecting the community, and just Tom being able to show this different side of himself, and guys like Mike who are already men of the people, and Leonard Fournette fucking maturing, and now he's just this different cat that it's just, this is fucking awesome. Like, it feels good to root for this team, if that makes sense. Unbiasedly, like, I know we're fans, but like, there's just a lot of good guys on here.
No, they
what feels good is you can miss Gronk. Gronk is out, AB's out, our entire fucking secondary is out.
54 didn't even play.
54 didn't play, and the game was a breeze. It's kind of weird, dude. Oh, I hate using that word. I shouldn't have said it, but it was a breeze. The game was just comfortable.
It was a breeze. They were. I mean, it all started when we put them in that 3 and out. We almost got a sack fumble where we recovered it, but we ended up putting them in. They had to punt, and then Darden comes in, sparks the fucking shit out of the rest of the team.
Darden.
And the guys behind him had their fingers up. They thought he was going to score. And the only thing I wish he would have done differently is just plant his left foot on that sideline and cut in. He would have scored. That punter wasn't going to tackle him.
BA said he froze. BA talks shit about him in the
You serious?
Yeah, dude,
BA's a gangster, bro.
He is,
BA's such a fucking gangster.
He wants that. He could have scored.
If he didn't freeze, he would have scored. That's what he said. I'm like,
he could have scored on that punter if he just plants his leg and cuts back inside.
Go Gino!
Listen, man, he started the fire, and after that, it just kept burning, man. It was awesome. And the Bucs defense, man, they did what they're supposed to do. And 1 penalty for 10 yards. And and Jensen getting a guy disqualified. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So fucking awesome. Fucking amazing, dude. You missed a fun time.
You see Donnie on fucking like out in front of screenplays, like 15 yards, 20 yards downfield. I'm like, what the
dude, these guys are elevated, man. They play better. And then, like you were saying about them being good people, AB, Leonard Fournette, JPP, Mike Evans, Godwin. These guys are just throwing balls into the stands. It costs them money to throw balls to people. People don't realize that. It costs them $500 a pop when they do that. In their jersey, same thing. It costs them money. They don't get to just willy-nilly hand those out. And they're doing that pregame. They're signing stuff in the end zone there. Like, I don't remember the last time I saw the Bucs players doing shit like that, right? I mean, it's fucking cool, man. They get it. It's more than football. More than football.
JPP, the dude, you want to talk about tone setter, warrior, leader. The dude is out there playing with a torn rotator cuff and a fucking torn ligament in his finger.
You see that thing, dude? Like, it's like this.
What
big.
Are you? What?
He said his finger split in half, bro.
What the fuck is going? Like, how could you not strap up and go play when 90's doing that? Like, you have to be able to bend and grab the quarterback. He can't grab, and he's got a torn rotator cuff.
Dude,
there's tough.
He's cheating.
JPP,
he's
man.
cheating with that club. That club caused a sack fumble yesterday. He literally took that giant arm. It looks like it's extended like an extra foot. Just jabbed the fuck out of what's his name's wrist, and the ball comes flying out. There's a photo of it. His arm looks like it's 20 feet long just from his elbow out, dude. I think it's a blessing in disguise. We got this guy with this fucking giant caveman club for an arm. It was amazing.
Sometimes a blessing in disguise because against who we played last week, I don't even know. We just keep winning. All we do is win.
Philly.
Win.
Against
Jalen Hurts and then the previous quarterback as well. They slipped out of some sacks on him because he can't fucking grab. He can't grab.
Lewis SoCal JPP arm is Stormbreaker. I like it.
Listen, the way JPP grew up, he's not gonna let anything stop him. He's tough. He's a different type of tough, man. And he talks about where he gets that from. His father's blind. He's like, I have nothing Nothing to complain about. Ever. I see what my father's been through. Literally every day is a blessing, you know, because life is easy for me. And he got to see that. So we met the man in person. Salt of the earth is a good way to put it. He's just a fucking cool dude, bro. Like, you would want to chill with him for real and hang out, man. Like, he's a cool guy.
The rest of these guys,
don't play fight with JPP. Just don't play fight with JPP, because Sherman did that and he nearly broke his hand. He was like, he hit him on the side, and I was like, oh shit, that hurt. Like,
I broke my fucking wrist. It was insane, dude. No, like the guy you're talking about, how could you not play? Like, you know, how could you lean on an injury like that when you got a guy like JPP? Dude, I'm convinced that the Bucs knew that this was going to be a fucking cakewalk, and guys like Levante, guys like Carlton, guys like Gronk, and AB, they rested to make sure they were as ready as possible for this fucking week, because there's no way.
Here's a hot take for you guys.
No way the Bucs did not have this fucking thing circled, because if you guys remember, the avid fans out there, when we had BA on this show, we asked him about what happened in that week with the Saints and why it was added bonus, and he said it just so happened to be the Saints, but we made sure to go out there and send a message to them about the division next season. That's
you guys
what
want
he
me
said.
To play it for you?
Play the exact quote.
Play for you.
Can't hear it.
You know, everybody was embarrassed from the game here, and it was by far our worst game of the season. The first one, I don't even count. You know, we didn't half of us didn't know what we were doing, but this one was this do or die, man. You're going home. I don't give a shit if it's the Saints or who it is, you know. But it just happened to be the Saints, and we needed to send a message back to them about the division next year.
If you don't think these fucking players, this coaching staff, you don't think they have this game circled, this is not any other game. This is going to be fucking special.
You know, hot take for you guys. You know, maybe you agree, maybe you don't. Hot take. I don't think they need Levante and Gronk and everyone to beat the Saints this week.
They might not. They might not. But
yeah, but you want your dogs going out there, man.
I know you want your dogs. Don't start with the little dick shit again, Stank.
It's not a little dick thing, bro.
Not this fucking week. Okay.
It's not a little dick thing.
Levante wants to be there.
Name a receiver on the Saints, please. Name one.
Fucking Joe Horn, bro.
Joe Horn. Oh, how'd you say that when I was gonna say that, dude? Joe Horn.
He ain't pulling the cell phone out from the fucking
great last name, though.
And we're basically facing Aaron Brooks 2.0. I feel like Aaron Brooks might even be better.
Wow. How dare you? You're a null.
Hey, listen. At the Pewtercast. If you got something to say at the Pewtercast, why don't you just call in?
Yeah, whoever that guy is. Hey, let's go to these two callers, man. I've been ignoring these guys on accident here, so I'm gonna go to 714. Whoa, what's up, Lewis SoCal? COVID.
Yo, what's up, boys? How's it going?
What up?
What's going on, dog?
What's up? So, man, it was cool hearing. It was cool hearing that BA clip, man. I heard that and I'm like, man, it's like straight up Tony Soprano, man, fucking gangster, guys. But
you saw Lee smoke
anyways,
cigar.
I mean, but first, I guess just do want to mention I heard Poppy say earlier about about the Chiefs. Everyone's saying, what's wrong with the Chiefs? Like when we played them that Super Bowl last year, we took their heart. They thought they were a big gun. We took that gun. We went Big Lebowski. We took that gun. We snatched it from them, shoved up their ass, and emptied the cartridge till we heard click. And they're nothing since. And as far as the game yesterday, it was. I knew we were going to kill them. I said the game was going to be 37-0. I was pretty close.
Yep.
I don't need the chicken. I don't need the chicken on during my call.
No more dancing chicken.
I'm turning it on.
No
right
more
now.
dancing chicken.
The dancing chicken broke our podcast.
Did.
But as far as the game goes, I mean, I knew we were going to kill them. I mean, I kind of felt bad. I think Fields, I think he's going to be a good quarterback. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's got no help. He had no chance. I mean, we had like our backups in this game. I mean, that Bears coaching staff, I felt kind of bad for him. They put him in such a predicament. Not rolling him out, no QB options, nothing for him. I felt really. I mean, every game.
We talked about it. We talked about it pregame with Paige. It'd be like taking Brady and making him run RPOs and bootlegs and shit. They didn't play to the strength at all. They haven't done it all
The
year.
crazy thing, Lewis, is they were having success running the ball, and they just stopped.
Yes, they did. I was actually going to mention that.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually say, I know a lot of the big runs that the Eagles got last week, we were in dime and it was on a 3 days rest. The Saints, if they have anything they can do against us, it would be they do have Kamara, they can run the ball. Mm-hmm. And I want them shut down. I want him nothing. Absolutely. I want him how we ran the ball on us last year. I want that. I mean, the fact that the Bears got those decently strong runs against us with most of our front seven there, I was actually a little bit kind of upset about that. That was probably a few of the things I was upset with the game if we're going to nitpick. I wasn't happy with some of the runs we gave up. I wasn't happy with our goal line at the 1 or 2 yard line that we didn't get in, and then we settled for a field goal. I did not like that at all.
We established Brady did that on purpose. He wanted just 4 touchdowns. We established that.
Brady kept opting out of the play so he wouldn't throw another touchdown. He made one exception.
Well, if you also remember in the Super Bowl that happened last year too, where we got to the 1 yard line, we couldn't get in. So
You're right.
I'm not saying
it happens.
I mean, it might come down. We need some of those runs this week. If we're on the 1 yard line, we got to get that the ball in. I don't care what it takes. If they got to throw fade to Mike, whatever it is, they got to get that ball in. But anyways, it's great. I mean, it was an easy win. I thought Shaq was the player of the game yesterday. He was just, I mean, whoever that right tackle was for the Bears, that guy, he didn't fucking show up. I don't know who that fucker is. He should have been cut today. He was awful, but Shaq just made him
I think he was a backup, and I think they took him out and replaced him with a backup right guard, and it didn't matter. At like halftime, they swapped him out.
They cut their starting 2 tackles in the preseason or offseason, or whatever.
Was he the backup for USF? Or was he the backup for the Bears?
He might have.
Wouldn't have mattered. Listen, the other thing, too, you mentioned about Alvin Kamara was shutting down. I don't think he's really ever run on us before in years past. I feel like we've kind of stopped them. I don't know if that's maybe because Sean Payton really hasn't focused on running the ball as much as it looks like he is now this year. But I'm curious if the Bucs this week, they look like they were just really focused on blitzing and getting home, and I wonder if that took away from their run defense a little bit because they really weren't excited. Plus, I think they maybe
it could, because the Saints have no receivers because Slant Boy, he's I don't know if he's going to have his tampons taken out and he's going to show up this week. I doubt it. So they got no one else to throw the ball to.
It doesn't matter if he shows up or not. Yeah. We shut his ass down.
No.
And Kamara hurts us more in the passing game with swing passes and things like that. I was
going to say that the swing passes, the screen plays, that's where he kills us, and that's where a lot of teams have had success against us in the short, quick, intermediate passing game.
The thing is, the
Bears didn't do any of that. Yeah. The Bears didn't do any of that.
The recipe to hurt us on defense is to spread us out and throw the ball. And I don't know that the Saints can do that successfully throughout the game and score with us. So they're going to have to try to run the ball and be forceful. Obviously, they got their line got healthy. They got a great offensive line, but I don't think at the end of the day it matters. We're really good against the run when we commit to stopping it.
Their chance to beat us is to put the ball in Jameis's hand 40 times. Will Sean do that?
Yeah.
No. Will Sean do that?
No.
I'm saying that's the recipe to beat us, but I don't know that works for them.
That is their only chance of beating us. Yeah, exactly.
Did you say 40 times?
Yeah. That's their only way. That's their only chance to beat us. And
Lewis, what's the likelihood that Jameis will implode in a game where he wants to get payback, where the lights are brightest on Halloween against his former team, where he wants to fucking throw he wants to throw 4 touchdowns on every fucking pass he makes?
They're not going to trust him.
Get a couple picks.
They're not going to trust him
so
enough to do that.
So you're saying Jameis might force a few throws?
Might be something like that.
It's what he does, right? Or
I think we've seen this movie like about 70 games worth. We've seen this, so
I know how this series ends.
And our Hall of Fame linebacker
Saints center just got rolled up on and got taken out of the game.
Ooh, not good.
Andrews Pete.
Good call, Lewis.
That's a big deal. There goes the screen pass. That's what they do. That's how they'll beat us, man.
Right.
That's how they'll hurt us.
Well, that's why having Levante in that game does not hurt. So I don't know if I wasn't there with the little dick energy of saying we absolutely have to have him, but having him there would be a cool little luxury because he helps with the tackling. If we tackle a running back passes against the Saints, I think we're fine. Really, their only chance at that point is to throw the ball 40 times, and Jameis is going to Jameis, and Sean Payton's not going to trust him, or is he? And if he does, it just plays in our hands. We saw what we did against not Teddy Bridgewater, against Justin Fields. I mean, we'll see, man. I don't see the Saints beating us, and I'm going to be overly fucking confident like always, but that's what it is. But
no, I don't. I absolutely don't see them beating us. I don't. I don't see a scenario unless we fucking beat ourselves where they beat us.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. You're not
I'm
allowed
all
to do that.
fucked up from that sneeze, man.
I'm
Wait, Sammer just said that, and then you yell at me. I just essentially repeated what he said.
Yes, you're not allowed to say that. You are little dick energy guy. You continue to be little dick energy.
First of all,
you're gonna fuck the vibe
you can't
up, bro.
dub me little dick energy.
You're going to fuck up the energy, man. You're gonna fuck up the streak. You're gonna fuck up the winning streak. You've been on this streak for the last 4 weeks. Like, oh, I don't know, we're missing guys. We might be able to beat the Bears. I don't know. Philadelphia's pretty pumped.
That's my honest dick. That's my honest dick energy. And look, we won all 4 games.
Listen, I took the jail bar cells off you, man. Come on.
Go back. Don't go back. Don't go back,
do it, man. Don't do
you
it.
stay a little dick energy. We keep the winning streak going. Okay. Don't come over here to this side now.
I think this is Corey in Nashville. Corey in Nashville. What's up, man?
How'd y'all know? Yeah, that's fine, Miles. How'd y'all know it was me?
Because we know it's you. We got
call your number, man.
Speaking of big dick energy.
Big dick energy.
Hey. Hold on, Miles. I'm on the phone. Hey, guys. I don't even know. I think we still stroking the Bears. I don't even think we can. I think we went real.
I be stroking.
We're still stroking the Bears.
Stroking them boys,
Stroke
man.
it to the east.
I felt so bad for Herbert, man. But then, dang, it's just
Saints.
It's levels to this shit, fellas, and we are those guys. We are that team. We are the ones that people need to be chasing. And I love that we're being slept on. Thank you, Arizona Cardinals, for being undefeated. So people can keep overlooking us. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's just levels to this shit, man. And that's just the way it goes. Hey, my word of the game is coaching. It's coaching. There's a lot to be said about what we're doing as coaches or as a coaching staff at preparing our team, preferably our defense in the back end. Richard Sherman, I don't know what he saw, what he was able to relate to our DBs, but they were very sticky yesterday.
Hey,
and sticky mean they were where they were supposed to be.
Corey, yep. I have to put you back on hold because our guest is called in, but I'm going to let you get back on and continue this. I'm so sorry. Cool?
Yeah, no.
All right, man. Also, he's making some really good points.
He's making really good points.
Yeah. All right, so Anthony Becht, former Buccaneer legend. He played for the New York Jets for a little bit of time, too. You guys know who you had him on here.
He's fucking Becht, of course. Come on.
Smart fucking guy, right? And I think he's like
the official tight end of the Loose Cannons.
The official tight end.
Yeah, let's all right, let's go.
National.
I mean, listen, here on the Loose Cannons podcast, we fuck with tight ends, bro. We like tight ends.
Love tight ends, and so we're now on with the official tight end of the Loose Cannons. What's up, Anthony Becht?
Fellas, hey, I just want to let you know and your listeners now, I had a little family crisis to handle, and I got all riled up, and I completely forgot. And I'm sitting there having a little food with my wife. I'm like, shit, I'm supposed to be on the podcast tonight, so hopefully we got a little time, and if not, we can jump back on again. But I definitely like coming on, man. I apologize again.
Anthony, it's tight end, like National Tight Ends Week. You do what you want, bro. We go to the beat. We go to the beat of your drum.
Yeah.
I wish I got a heads up on that National Tight Ends Day. It just kind of appeared on my Twitter line, and I'm like, oh shoot! I'm like, I guess today's my day. I was like, I wish I knew at like 8 a.m. so I could like celebrate the entire day instead of getting it on the back end. But yeah, man, hey, you're right. It's National Tight Ends Day yesterday. Let's celebrate for another 24 hours.
Anthony, you just
National Tight End Day. It's National Tight
Yeah.
End Day. You should celebrate it on the back end.
I was gonna say, just act like our wives do and celebrate the whole month, like when their birthdays. It's my birthday month. We're just gonna make it National Tight Ends Month.
So true.
Yeah.
Do you know that,
so
that
true,
Mother's
man.
Day is this month? Do you know that? I hate
the
that
whole
line.
month.
It's like, what? Hold on. I get like, what?
Let's talk about this massacre that took place on Sunday, and we don't have to touch on it. We don't have to touch on it too much because I mean it was over by the first half, and then we can touch a little bit on the Saints. What were your thoughts on the game and Bowles' scheme? He was blitzing from everywhere, from the secondary, the linebackers dropping people. It was freaking nuts. Justin Fields is still having nightmares right now. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, number one, I kind of put it out there earlier. I felt bad for Justin Fields in this game. Not because of anything, but clearly Todd's not, sees a one-sided, one-dimensional team, and he's going to attack what he can. And Justin right now is going to be a good player. He's just working through it. But I think that the number one thing that came out of this game is the starting fast. I mean, again, and we try to compare things in the past, but obviously last year winning championship or prior, this is a team that beat us, last season. So, understanding the significance of it and at home and just showing the dominance and still missing key players and still able to dominate and guys stepping up. And it was good to see secondary guys that, you wouldn't necessarily be calling their names and getting interceptions and, being around the football. It just builds confidence and it builds depth. So when guys do come back, it's even better for this football team. But, right now, I mean, listen, they have a great quarterback and they have a great offensive line. The defensive line's starting to cook. I think when, last year when there was a little lull in sacks, all of a sudden, like Packers game, it just, you saw it come in bunches, man. And all of a sudden, you see a big game like you did last week. And maybe that's what it is. You'll see more sacks now, maybe over the next couple games. So again, it's a great start. Clearly the second half, you look at it with a grain of salt just because, you like to have just a running clock and let that game roll. But both sides of the football came out with intention in the beginning of the game. And I think that's all that really matters and what you should take out of it.
We're on with Anthony Becht, former Buccaneer legend.
Official tight end of the podcast.
The official Loose Cannons tight end. Anthony, we saw the Bears last year. We saw Mac, sort of embarrass our rookie right tackle. And I think that was the last sack he gave up in the NFL. What did we see this past week from Tristan Wirfs and also from Donovan Smith, guy that we've all had conversations about and a guy that we thought, was not always, playing to his potential. Tell me what we saw from him yesterday, from the two of them yesterday and this season so far.
By the way, Anthony, this is confirmed. Sammer is one of the owners of PFF. He has these stats sent to him every morning. He knows. He hasn't given up a sack.
You pay for that?
He hasn't given up a sack since Khalil Mack had the sack last year. He knows this. He's an angel investor.
Yeah, you're a big Chris Collinsworth guy, huh? Well, yeah. Listen, when I look at Tristan Wirfs, Tristan Wirfs to me, he's going to continue to be great. I mean, it means something to him. I saw it when I was calling games and he was a true freshman at Iowa. I mean, I remember on the sidelines his sophomore year, Mike Mayock was on the side. I'm like, dude, this is the guy right here. Like, you need to get on him like ASAP. He's like, oh yeah, he's high on our list. I mean, you just know dudes, right? Because they just pop off, and it's technique, it's effort, it's finish, and he's a guy that doesn't need to be motivated to be great. He's a guy that understands that, the cloth that he's cut from. And honestly, and I said this on a prior podcast with you guys, I believe, is the best thing that happened for Donovan Smith was Tristan Wirfs, because now there's someone there that pushes him because he is rated technically better when you're talking about what he's bringing to the table. Now, left side obviously is a bigger challenge, and I've been highly critical of Donovan Smith, but I also have given him praise as he can be one of the best left tackles in football if and when he does it the way he's supposed to. And I know he can, so that's why he gets those labels. And I really haven't said much about him, probably since midway through the season last year. So, he's really raised his game. And again, he can thank a rookie for that last year for raising the bar for him. And of course, Ali Marpet and those guys, I mean, they have a standard that they play with. And again, you don't want to be the guy on film that's like, oh, that was me, that was my fault. So that's going to push you. And then what was the way to push Donovan Smith? I don't think anybody had figured it out in the previous regime because no one knew. I mean, it was the same stuff every year, just, doing great things. And then all of a sudden it's like, you see some stuff, you're like, man, like that's not good. And now they found a way to get to him. And it's because of the fact that the other guys in that room play with such a high standard. And I think it's great. If that's what it takes to get guys motivated and go do it, that's awesome because he's playing really well. Like you said, whatever his grades are, I co-sign it. They're good. He's a good player, and Brady thanks him for that. 0 sacks for a guy that has cement blocks in his feet. I mean, think about that. I mean, he can't leave the pocket. I mean, it's unbelievable. No other quarterback in football has to do what he does, and he does it at a very high level.
Listen, Anthony, he's now he's
mobile. He's mobile now.
He's a double-edged sword, man. Come on, show a little respect to Tom Vick.
Hell no, he's got no athleticism at all, man. He's taking care of his body, which is great. But the last thing he wants to do is move out of that pocket, and it's just remarkable to me. I just think I think people take it for granted. I mean, because he's so good, but like. I think that's the truest, purest thing about it is like he literally has a fence around him and he's not allowed to leave. But there's another fence with the linemen that are coming at him, defensive linemen, and he can't go anywhere. So he has to pre-snap be a master at all that stuff so that the ball can get out. I mean, that shallow cross to Antonio Brown 2 weeks ago when he like threw it, turned his body away to protect himself, and it was a freaking home run touchdown. It's just the ball was like location-wise was sick. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable what he's become. I mean, I tell you, I came out with him. I played against him. He was a figment of the Patriots organization. Like, he wasn't touching the field. I remember talking to him before my rookie year, before the game. Me and Pennington went up to him, and he was just a slappy. He wasn't even like in the mix. And little did you know, like a year later, we would put him in a football game because we knocked somebody out, and he's become this. I mean, it's a remarkable feat what he's doing, and he's the best player ever. Man, it must be, it's just, it's hard for me to say that, guys, because this guy literally is my mortal enemy for so long. But Anthony, it's nice to have him here.
You're a legend, a Buccaneer legend, and clearly you talked to Tom Brady early on. What's his essence like, man? Does he have like this aura? I know he's a slappy, but there was an essence. I know you looked back then and you were like, yeah,
no, back then there was a slappy, but yeah, I mean, look, you've seen the morphed face over year one to year now. I mean, the guy looks like a GQ model now. So whatever he's taking, I need to get on that regimen as well. But look, he puts in the work, man. The stuff about the game that drives guys when they're older, like Peyton, away because it's the mental grind. He loves it. He embraces it. I mean, like, the guy's he seems like he's having more fun than ever, but I still see the competitive juices. I watch his body language. I watch the lips move and the curses and the things that he says. It might not be to the magnitude they were in the past, but man, the dude gets fired up, and there's something about that drives him. And I think that's huge. So I'm glad he still has that. But again, I see a lot of smiles. I see him taking time. Not that he wasn't taking time for anybody, but again, he was honing in his craft. He only knew one way to do it, and I'm glad he got a chance to go somewhere and experience it and play with a team that is playing at a high level around him. So it's a fun time, man. And hopefully he can do it as long as he wants to do it.
Hey, Anthony, how does having a quarterback like Tom Brady make the offensive line better? I mean, we talked about the offensive line, morphing into what it is now, and they seem to be a fairly dominant unit. But what do you think Brady brings to that huddle that helps him out?
Well, I think obviously they're all worried and scared that they don't want to be the guy that gives up the sack that maybe he gets hurt, right? I mean, that's just number one, because he's the GOAT. Like, nobody wants to have that on their resume on Wikipedia. That's the first thing somebody's going to write on there. So they are literally every game, like, it's a nervous confidence that he brings because of that aura of what he does, because they know he's the GOAT. And I think that's great. I mean, it drives guys to be great. But I think it's more, that because of the line playing at a high level, Brady's able to do what he does, because, the stuff that he does at the line of scrimmage, and then obviously the stuff that, he can see and do and get himself prepared so that he can be great. A lot of that stuff has to do because of the protection and the guys around him. I mean, literally the cleanest pocket in the league every single week. Now, it'll be challenging when you go on the road, playing in New Orleans, the noise and all that stuff. You all know those factors that go in, but man, it's like, he's very, I'll tell you, if you talk to him, he's going to, first thing he'll be very fortunate of is that, because it's as good as it's ever been around him.
What do you think, Anthony, of this upcoming matchup? We're going to shift over here, talk a little bit about these Saints. What do you think about this game coming up on Halloween night in New Orleans? Jameis is, first time as a starter against his former team. The Bucs wanting to send a message to, a team that's basically dominated the NFC South for a little bit now.
Our banged up secondary, their receiving core is not.
Yeah.
How do you see this playing out?
Yeah, I mean, listen, to me that they don't compare well. I mean, the Saints don't, but it's a divisional game. Number one, it's on the road in a hostile environment. Number two. There's a chip on somebody's shoulder on the other side that wants to be great in this game and wants to come out and have a huge game. All those things go into it, whereas for the Bucs, like, they don't have any of those things, man. They're going to come in and feel good about what they're doing. It ain't going to be about anybody else. All those emotions and things that those guys are going to have, it won't matter to them. And I think they're going to play well. I mean, I think there'll be a little ups and downs just because, again, it's on the road. The environment's tough. Noise can affect the linemen and their kicks and just speeding the process up of the quarterback. And because, there's an internal clock that Brady has. He knows, even though he may not be getting hit, that he just feels things. And he knows on the road when it's loud. You have to be a little quicker on what you're doing or check it down to make sure that, you stay out of trouble. So I expect a couple more, a little more challenging downs and distances and series within this game. So, on paper and neutral site, it's a no-brainer, man. Like all day, every day Bucs. It's not even close. That's just an unbiased opinion because they're just that much better than them. But again, this is a good defense that knows the Bucs, that knows what they're trying to do, and they're very well coached. And Sean Payton will have them ready. So this matchup, forget the records. It'll be a good game.
So Anthony, I got to ask you something. We had a little fun earlier. It would require a vial of blood from Brady for Stank. Sammer just wanted a weekend on the yacht. What would Anthony Becht negotiate or bargain to give that ball back to Brady?
All right, first of all, honestly, this guy, it's all like in my life and the levels that I played, like it's all about split-second decisions, right? You got to make like immediate decisions that for your common good in anything you do at the level, like at least as a player, for instance, for me. That guy, okay, he should have got that ball and he literally should have beelined for the parking lot and gotten his car and bounced. Like, not even like, because for me, I would have known, okay, there's like a real, like, this is like a legitimate situation here. Like, everybody knows it was said that's a 600 touchdown. Everybody knew that was the significance of that ball, except for Mike Evans, of course. It was just what thinking about it. But I would have got that. I may have forgotten my kids that were sitting next to me or whatever that may have been. I would have beelined for my car. I would have taken my hat, my jersey, put glasses on, and, man, I would have bounced. And I would have let everybody dealt with it while I was at my house or trying to track me down, because in the moment there, you're kind of like on team-owned ground, and they kind of like twist your arm a little bit without twisting your arm. I don't know what he's going to get. I mean, honestly, that's a big deal, man. Like, I mean, that ball's going to Canton. You know what I mean? So I think Darren Ravel or somebody said it had a $500,000 value minimum right off the jump. So you tell me, man. Like, I mean, that's
not the question.
I knew it had value.
What would Anthony want?
Anthony's saying he's not giving it back.
Not giving it back.
I would have bounced. I would have got out, and I would have trusted. I would have had I would have negotiated big time.
Dude, Anthony would have been on the call to his contacts in Dubai and in China. He'd have had that thing off and 7-figure check on the way.
Anthony,
no question.
He got Anthony. Sammer knows what he got. Give Anthony the rundown.
So he got $1,000 to use at the team store. He got 2 signed Tom Brady jerseys. He's going to get a signed.
Oh, this is legit and official.
Yeah, he's going to get a signed Tom Brady helmet.
All right, so yeah,
$1,000 for the team store. 2 signed Brady jerseys, a signed Brady helmet, a signed Mike Evans jersey, and signed Mike Evans cleats.
And season tickets for next year and the following.
2 season tickets for next year and the season after as well.
So it's
no, really?
It's under $10,000.
No, dude, no. I mean, signed Mike Evans jersey right now, it's 15 to 20 G's.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
yes, it is. Look it up.
I don't know. I mean, listen, all that sounds like a lot, and it sounds really cool, and you don't want to be selfish, but again, an auction house would have given them $500,000 for that ball to start.
That's life changing.
Let alone some moron out there that would pay $1 million for a baseball card, right? So you never know. There's some major significance, and there's people with money out there that want to be the guy or gal that has that. And I promise you,
if he puts it up for auction, nothing that says that Tom Brady's guys don't just pull in there and win the auction anyway. So at the end of the day, I
mean, listen, once they gave it to him, I mean, at the end of the day, the property's property, man. I'm telling you, I would have got out of the stadium and beeline. It's all about split-second decisions, man. You got to literally leave the game, even if it was a tight game. I don't know what the score was at the time. I think it was the second touchdown.
It was not tight. That was Mike Evans' second touchdown.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I would have got that and did my, O.J. Simpson Hurts commercial and got the hell out of there, man. And then just would have, start going on Twitter. Trust me, people
remember that commercial.
People were telling exactly what those things. All the information you needed was there. So, but that's nice of them to do that. I think it's great. I mean, I think I've tweeted out lifetime tickets, but at the end of the day, that's
what I would want.
That's not enough what he could have gotten on the street, right? So that's it's not about the Bucs, it's about the street, because then they would have had to do something differently on the street to get it, which would have cost them even more money. So He made a mistake. He should have bounced. You have to bounce and get off the property because once you're off the property, you're good. They can't do anything.
You should start a company. You should start a company, Anthony Becht Consulting, and that's all you do is you help these fans deal with what to do when given a game ball in these types of scenarios. Anthony, before we let you go, I have to ask this question. Anthony Becht right now versus Tom Brady right now, who's winning in a 40? Because you said he's not athletic. You talked a lot of shit, Anthony. Now, are you going to back it up?
Yeah, you're right. No, you know what? It would probably be pretty even. I'd be honest with you. I was coaching Friday night high school, and halftime, man, I was not happy. You know, I'm a play caller, and I went down to the field, and I was like kind of half jogging, yelling and screaming, getting guys in play, and like I literally like turned wrong and tweaked a muscle in my glute. So I've been limping around for like the last 48 hours. So to actually imagine myself running a 40-yard dash against him, he wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it. It would probably be a tie, but it would look really bad. So I got a strained ass right now from a high school game from yelling at a bunch of kids. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I feel you, Anthony. I sprained my ass getting out of bed this morning. I mean, just getting out of bed. Man.
I swear I did. I literally pulled a glute muscle in my butt. That's legit happened. Just jogging to the players at halftime.
I envision running a 40 at this stage in my life like Russian roulette. I don't want any part of it. I'm good.
Nah, man, I can't even remember the last time. It's been a minute now. I'm trying to go back in time because everybody says you run one in your career and that's
Anthony,
it. I didn't have because I had a couple tryouts for a couple teams. I didn't have to run any, so I was good.
Anthony, I got 2 words for you. Alex Guerrero. Yeah, thank you. You just need Alex Guerrero, bro. He'll get them glutes right.
Oh yeah. Well, before Alex Guerrero, there was the guy Victor. What's the guy from Balco Labs in San Francisco? Barry Bonds,
Victor Conti. Victor Conti.
Conti. I got a great bet. Next time I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna tell you my Victor Conti story. I almost by accident got into the whole mix of athletes in that situation, which clearly I did, but it's a kind of a good story. We'll save that for the next time.
Sam, this is unacceptable, bro. You don't have pores. You're not allowed to fucking sneeze, bro. What's going on?
I can't handle it.
People in the chat room are challenging. People in the chat room are challenging me to a 40, bro. I'll burn all.
All right, Anthony. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
And Anthony, before you leave, somebody in the chat said, "Hey, I heard Stank played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction."
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
Hey,
I fucking love the Stank hate. Stank hate. Anthony, appreciate
cashing them checks.
You got it, fellas. Have a good one, man. Appreciate your time.
You as well, brother. All right, bye.
Later. Sammer, what are you doing?
What is going on? Give me the controls, bro. Get Corey back in here.
You have a nosebleed?
I don't know what's going on, man. I told you guys I wouldn't feel that well. All right, we'll go back to Corey now. Anthony Becht, awesome. That was awesome.
Corey held on this whole time?
Yeah, he's a fucking trooper. Gee. Corey, you're back on with the loose cannons. Go ahead and finish your take, man.
Coaching was a word of the week for me. The coaching has gotten considerably better on the back end every week. I get it. The quarterbacks haven't been top tier. I don't give a fuck about all that, man. He's a professional. The other team has professional coaching staff, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm very excited about where we are as a team. Offensively, I'm really digging the balance, man. Like, Rojo played well yesterday, but Lenny, man, he's another 100 yards from the line of scrimmage, another game like that. So we got it's a lot. It's a lot going on the uptick for us. I'm very excited to see how we play next week. And you guys are going to be there. Please show out and represent. I want to see how we're going to be next week because that's a defense that has dominated us the last 2 years. So I'm excited to see us play. And I just hope we can continue to do what we're doing defensively. Shout out to JPP. He was questionable all week, and he probably had his best game of the season yesterday. And Shaq Barrett, for the last 4 games, the beginning of the season, we all were saying how close he was. Now that close is starting to happen, you know. And what a free agent acquisition that was. Finally one that panned out for us outside of Tom Brady, thank God. And
there's been plenty of them. Jason Light's got some hits, man. Come on now.
Yeah. He got a greatest hits compilation going for him. I got to give him credit on that.
I think it started with Ryan. Started with Ryan Jensen.
Yes. Agreed.
Oh,
By the way,
shit,
I'm
yeah.
digging this, Corey. I'm digging this word of the day or word of the week or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I like this segment.
Me too.
You came back with, what was it? The Eagles one? It was perspective. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
I
just
like
like a teacher, he held it. Like he was, he's on hold for 10 minutes. He came right back in where he left off, right? You know what I mean?
Whoa. Mother, 10 minutes. Shit.
That was longer than 10 minutes.
it was way longer than 10 minutes, bro.
Way longer than 10 minutes.
He's like, motherfucker, listen, I
You
ain't
sure?
I
You
did
sure,
the one
Corey?
chip challenge.
Yeah, your perspective of time has changed since you ate that chip. You had 10
Yeah, for
hours of
real.
pure asshole fire.
And real quick, I don't mean to bring the show to a screeching halt, but Ren Dax just challenged me to a race. Bro, I will burn your 100-year-old ass live. Bro, I will donate $500 to the charity of your choice if you beat me in a race right now, bro.
To see this. I will pay to see this.
Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't even know Ren could freaking walk, let alone run. I didn't know that was even an option.
There's no way possible you beat me in any kind of race, Ren.
I don't know, Sammer. Hold on, Sammer. This motherfucker Steak is not athletic at all. We've seen him.
You are.
Yeah, but
we've seen him trip 3 times.
Yeah, but if he trips and rolls, he'll still beat him. Even if he just trips and rolls, he'll still beat him. I mean, come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ren can probably beat him with a fucking cane because he's just gonna keep.
And doesn't Ren smoke cigarettes? There's no way. There's no way he's keeping up. No way.
Hey, he said he would donate $500 too. Let's make this shit happen, Ren.
Let's bring it, bro.
For fucking charity.
Bring it.
All right, let's pick a time where Ren can get out from the senior citizen center, and they'll let him out for yard time, and then you guys line it up and fucking do it. I will race all 3 of you together, one at a time. How many runs do you have in you? How many runs do you have in you?
I mean, you can run a 40 with more than one person, right? We can all line up at one time and run.
And you guys know I'm gonna win, right?
I can hear the
Bro,
music.
listen, there's no way you win.
Because he's gonna get a fucking double to run for him. It's the great Samurai Ali. Fuck this guy. He's gonna get Devin Garnett to run for him.
Think I'm gonna sweat for this? Get out of here. Steak runs barefoot doesn't count. He will run faster barefoot. He's like a monkey.
You look over and Usain Bolt will be in Sammer's face.
Exactly. What does this Bolt do here? Sammer flew me in. Don't worry.
You just called it Sammer face?
Sammer face, yeah.
Oh, dude, Corey, thanks for calling in, man. Hey, guys, listen, before we forget, it's Fuck the Saints week, obviously, at the end of the night here when the Saints are finally finished this game, win or lose. It is Fuck the Saints week. We're going to be fucking going on. The fuckery is going to be all fucking week, all right?
Seattle with the goal line stand, by the way.
Hold on, Jonas.
Seattle with the goal line stand.
Jonas said he better run barefoot. I got you one better. This is what I'm running.
Barefoot with a BEAR though.
He's got those shoes that have the toes in it and shit. Yep, this motherfucker. I knew it.
I hate you.
You're one of
You're one of those white people. All right.
So bad.
Before we forget,
I wore these to a wedding one time.
Corey said we're gonna be there. Maybe he's confused. We're watching the game this weekend, boys.
Bootleggers Brewing Company.
Bootleggers Brewing
in Tampa. Right there next to Top Golf, across the street from Top Golf. It's going to be phenomenal. We got Wing Box in there, fucking cooking up wings. Really, really fucking good shit, by the way. Cool. We've got, oh man, I almost sneezed again. We've got live fucking music, all right? We've got
live pregame show.
Live pregame show from the venue. We're going to be on camera streaming live. We've got outside projector, 150 inches. We got an inside projector. We got TVs everywhere. This place is phenomenal. If you guys want the bracelet to get BOGO beer, you have to register. The link is on the event page. It's actually just HTTPS, whatever the fuck it is. Fuckthesaints.eventbrite.com. That's all you have to type in.
You did not make it that. You made it that?
What?
Yes, it is.
Motherfucker.
Fuckthesaints.eventbrite.com. Register. You must be registered. I scan your QR code at the door, or have the girl scan your QR code at the door, and you get a bracelet. You get BOGO beer that night. They're going to open up some specialty beers that they don't usually open up to the public. It's going to be fucking amazing. And it's Halloween, so wear your costumes. We'll have some cool swag. Probably going to have a signed SMB jersey, maybe a signed Antoine Winfield jersey.
Tell you what, Ren.
Got a little raffle thing going on. I want to see you out there, Ren.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Tell
Ren.
you what, Ren. Let's do this shit old school. We'll race you in the fucking parking lot for charity, Ren. Let's go. Show up, Ren. What's up? What's up, Ren? I know you like pulling up, bro. Pull up.
I'll race you in the I'll race you in my car. It'd be great.
Ren, have them pull up in that van from the nursing home and drop you off, bro. We'll make sure we have you back on time. I promise.
No, they have that bus. They have that little medium to short bus. Yeah, they bring the whole crew out there.
Mm-hmm.
Their canes, their fucking walkers, all. Yeah, bring the whole group. Bring the whole home out there.
They want to know what we're dressing up as. I'm dressing up as Leonidas. He's dressing up Stanker as the weird humpback dude from the Trader. And of course, the great Xerxes right here. So I'm wearing the Leo. That's all I'm wearing. I'm wearing
hey Ren,
underwear.
Listen, when I beat you, bro, you can never wear your hat flipped up again. All right, I own that. You try to steal it from me, and I'm gonna take it back from you.
Did he comment? Mine's not updating. Did he comment?
I think he left. What's that? All the fuckery went down with him running. I think he left. We'll see. Maybe he's watching the Saints get their asses handed to him by the Seattle Seahawks. Who knows? I don't know what the score is.
By Seattle.
All right, so check it out. You guys got to be there. It's going to be Halloween night, costume contest, all sorts of cool shit. For the Bay will be there. They'll have their swag on sale. And
kid-friendly.
I think we're going to have quite a few of those Deuces t-shirts with the ring on them. So make sure you're there because those are not available to the general public. You can't purchase those. We will have them available there for giveaways, and maybe we'll sell a couple as well. We'll see how the night goes. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be awesome. And, of course, we're going to beat the shit out of the fucking Saints. So we're going to take one more call. I think this is our boy Zach in West Virginia.
Oh, I love Zach.
Yep. Zach, is it you, man? Are you back?
Oh, shit. Ren said deal. We're going to race to the parking lot. Hey, Ren, let's make... Sorry, Zach. Let's make an announcement on Twitter. We're making this shit happen.
Zach?
Hello?
Bro, are you calling from a BlackBerry? Who is this?
Oh, this is the cigarette smoking chick from Atlanta.
No. This is Smitty, man. I'll make this real quick, man.
What up, Smitty?
Halloween came real early for the Bears yesterday, man.
Mm-hmm.
You might well call Todd Bowles Frankenstein. He brought everybody. And the Wolf Man, he brought Suge Knight, he brought everybody. That defense was eating them up, man. And can you imagine being a young rookie going? You see Suge Knight, you see the Wolf Man, aka Shaq. You see the big man, what's his name, Vita, coming at you. Young dude was running for his life, man. I feel sorry for the guy, man. But I'm glad that the debacle is over with, man. Now the main event's gonna be Sunday night, man. Halloween night. That's kind of a weird night, man. And this time, the stadium is gonna, like Anthony said, the stadium is gonna be fully packed, man. Them fans coming out. It's gonna be a lot of noise, and the team. I know Tom's gonna have the offensive line so everybody can be in the same accord. They can hear and see what's going on, and when the count goes off, everybody's not jumping off sides. We don't need no penalties. It's going to be a different ball game, but right now. If you look at the team, I'm looking at the making of a dynasty. I don't know how long. It's like I see a dynasty coming, man. I'm just saying. But bro, I ain't gonna be on here long. That's all I had to say, man. And man, y'all have a blessed season. Who's winning this game, man? Well, I'm scouting, trying to scout the
7-3. Seattle's winning right now. 7-3. Seattle's winning. They just had a goal line stand. Stuff the Saints. Fuck the Saints. And now the Saints have the ball back.
Hell yeah, man.
Pastor, I can't wait for Atlanta, bro. I really can't.
Yes, sir.
Hell
Great call as always, Smitty. We hope to hear from you all week because we got some crazy. You guys remember the Fuck the Saints episode we did in the playoffs? You guys remember that shit? Mm-hmm. Holy crap, man. Can't wait.
I actually went back and watched that before the season started. It's one of our best, man. Y'all should go do that shit too.
Listen,
we didn't even bring up Blaine Gabbert.
Let you guys in for a little secret. That week, if you guys remember, a lot of Saints fans left us voicemails talking shit before the game. So they didn't know that Drew Brees was going to be retired. They didn't know that the Bucs were going to literally stiff arm Mike Thomas twice in one game. And I never deleted those voicemails. So I think this week, we're going to play some of those voicemails. These fucking salty ass, fucking overly confident, low ass turtle IQ motherfuckers had the dumbest shit to fucking say. I can't wait to fucking listen to it and laugh maniacally like a fucking evil fucking villain. And Stanks heard it. He knows.
41 is good, Seattle. I'm just saying.
And we may have a Saints fan on with us to talk some shit.
Don't be like Corey now. Don't be making friends, all right?
I don't make friends with Saints fans.
Don't make friends. Don't make friends.
Are we gonna have Q on? We should have Q on.
We'll try to have Q on. We'll have some fun this week. Everybody out there, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the people in the chat room. It's fucking awesome. The super chat donations, and of course,
Sammer just committed to doing a fucking blitz. Are we doing a fuck the Saints blitz this week?
I don't see why not. I don't think we have an option. Do we have an option?
I am game for a fucking fuck. Look at Stank. Stank looks emasculated again because he's like, I can't make it.
Well, if you do it on Wednesday or Thursday, I can't make it. But
well, a blitz equals a show every day. Stank. Like
I can call from my phone and just not gonna have this beautiful background.
Unacceptable. So we'll figure out a way to get another Buccaneer post on there. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave us a comment. Talk some shit. And hey, if you run into anybody who looks like they might be from New Orleans, bring them in real close. Act like you're gonna say something really nice to them and tell them, fuck the Saints, because it's fuck the Saints week. Be on the lookout this week. We're going to drop our fan laws of the week. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs.